Back now on EA Sports as we welcome you to Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia. We're in the first quarter of play, and it's the Eagles in control of the football.
180! 180!
Check 56.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he's got this down to the 35. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. A first down carry for Barkley. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Zadarius Smith able to get him down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
56. I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby.
Looking to throw on second down. Rivers, and it's incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield, and it almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Rivers now going to throw deep for the end, and that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Willie Snead. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And New York set to take the field. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
You got him. You got him.
Second and 5 now. Prescott. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 39. Dak Prescott last year against Philly, boy, biggest game of his career passing yardage-wise, 455 yards, 3 touchdowns in a 29-23 December victory over the Eagles. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and now it's 2nd down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two, because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Here's Prescott. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Julio Jones, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Graham Gano on for the extra point. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast, but a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
We play to win. Let's go.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with it?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. He's airing it out for Williams. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rivers. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 25-yard line.
390. Check 43.
On 1st down, Barkley. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. On 2nd and a couple. Rivers. It's complete to Snead. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Willie Snead with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And New York set to take the field. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Prescott on 1st down. And that one falls incomplete. Try to dump it underneath. Now 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Off the play fake, Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack. You think back to last year, Dak Prescott was sacked 56 times, second most in the league behind Deshaun Watson of the Texans.
Let's go, team. Big series right here.
Third and long for Prescott. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
I know exactly why he tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered cover. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Throwing again. Rivers on 2nd and 10. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Gotta credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Got his man. It's Williams. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first.
Here we go. Here we go.
It's not too often you see a holder putting that football down right on the midfield stripe. 60 yards, Charles, but a little bit too much to bite off there.
Yeah, it's good to show confidence in your kicker. That might have been just a little bit too much. I'll guarantee you.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man, picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Another try after the first down sack. Prescott on the catch, it's Duke Johnson. They'll get 3 out of the dump-off there, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. It's caught. Jones. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It is picked up by the Eagles. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. On the draw, this is Barkley, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Rivers, and Rudolph has it, the tight end. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put it up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
From the red zone now, Rivers. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again on second down. Rivers will get this out to Barkley, complete. Now Barkley stripped of the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Prescott now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Prescott now. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Prescott yet again. Jones has it. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Prescott looking deep. And got his man complete. That's good for 28 yards. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 54 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coate. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance? There goes Duke Johnson. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Duke Johnson, 84 yards, and the Jets are going to retake the lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Gano now to add the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That was a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong, he's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later, but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work on a little bit more.
He's got a man. It's Williams. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A good pickup there at 22. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations. So he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad. Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach. And on that play, I think he made the old coach proud with that completion.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Now Rivers, and this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. That catch for his career is number 731, and that's the number that Calvin Johnson ended with when he stopped his career in 2016.
Yeah, what could have...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That was a safety blitz by Eric Weddle. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Prescott. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. It's caught inside the 25. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 48 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that... make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
From the red zone now, Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power, but not a ton to show for it. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Dumping it off for Johnson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be 3rd down.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard. You probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about that little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space.
And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out, and it's picked up by the Eagles.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Rivers. He dumps it off to Barkley. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Rivers to throw it. Snead's got it. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Rivers on the money, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Rivers now perfect since the 2nd half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. But it'll be 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have retaken. Now Crosby for the point after. It's up and good to make it 21-17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing.
Julio Jones all alone. That all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Julio Jones with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Gano the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
To throw again on second down. Rivers gets this out to Saquon Barkley.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
He's got his man. It's Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards and a first down for Philly. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Here's Rivers. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. A first down throw here for Rivers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Throwing again. Rivers on 2nd and 10. It's complete to Snead. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And Barkley did not get there. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And we are all tied here in the final stages. Now, we knew this had the potential to be a tight game, but with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield? You still got a 2-minute warning to come up? Or are they going to be conservative and try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime?
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they...
Here's Prescott. This complete to Jones. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 40.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
There you go. Go right in. 58. Come on. I don't think you got it, son.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go again. Here we go again.
Now Prescott with a catch made by Johnson. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Prescott to throw. And able to find Kirk complete. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Prescott. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Prescott yet again. And that's incomplete. Give credit to K.J. Wright. He was disrupting defensively. This defense making some plays right now, aren't they?
And they look like a group that really locked in before this series started. Read their scouting reports, got back to reading their keys, and playing with excellent leverage up front.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Rivers gets set to lead this offense. Down 27-24, a little over 20 seconds to go. Caught right side at Snead. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Rivers. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. 27 yards there, a first down.
Let's go. Let's go.
He's back to throw. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Jets, They're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, the calendar changed October didn't help as they dropped to 0-5 on the year. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaud. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.